Hey, it's me. As you can see, this is another episode of EML77 TV. That's right. Eric Lima here, once again coming at you with episode 373 of EML77 TV. And a lot is happening, a lot's going on. I cannot go into detail why, but it is what it is. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. I will talk about it on a different time, a different episode. But let's talk about what happened Friday night. SmackDown on Fox. It had everything, almost like a sports feel type deal when the pre-show began, which is even insane to say the least. And we have a new WWE champion. If you don't know by now, that's right. Brock Lesnar beat Kofi Kingston in about 10 seconds to be the WWE champion. Whoopie-doo. We're going to have another idiot that won't defend his title until the money's right and everything else. Brock Lesnar is a brainless goof. I hate to say it. And I hope he loses the title quicker than he won it. Loser. Brock Lesnar's a loser, in my opinion. You know, he's a dope. I don't care. I don't care if he's got all the money in the world. I don't care if he's got a big cushy job. I don't care if he's got a hot wife. I don't care. Brock Lesnar, from a personal standpoint, heart-wise, is a loser because he cares about nobody but himself. And I don't know why Paul Heyman is kowtowing to this moron, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, that's what I said. Brock Lesnar, I think, my personal opinion, Brock Lesnar cares about nobody but himself. That's my opinion. That's my personal opinion, and I'm going to stick to it. Because you know what? Lesnar, he's a goof. That's all it is. When it comes to being a people person, he's a goof. Plain and simple. He's a goof. He only cares about money. You know, and no one, and steals TV time when he doesn't need to. But, yeah, so that's my opinion. I'm proud of Kofi Kingston. Thank you, Kofi. I believe there's another reign in him. He's worked very, very hard to get to that title. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to go back to it. And, but more on that. It kicked off with Becky Lynch, being the first person to go out on SmackDown on Fox. I think it's pretty cool to do that. And then King Corbin wants to ruin stuff. Oh, my God, I don't care if he's king of the ring. He's another goofball. He's another, as far as being a people person is concerned, Baron Corbin is a goofball. He's played for the Kansas City Chiefs? Really? They're losers. You know, Baron Corbin's ear's so big he can hear a fart in space, for goodness sake. And nobody likes Baron Corbin either. But then, thank God, The Rock showed up. And him and Becky Lynch, I'll tell you what, when you get endorsed by The Rock, you have made it. And I think Becky Lynch has made it. And Becky Lynch is enjoying it. And my favorite part is when, Becky Lynch calls her the man. You don't see her walking around carrying testicles, do you? And I remember Becky Lynch goes, if I was, they'd be bigger than yours. I was like, oh, burn! And so, the Burger King on crack. Cracky. I was like, I just love The Rock. He's the man. Now there's a true people person, The Rock. He's the man. He's the man. Sorry, Becky Lynch, but Rock and Becky Lynch do respect each other, and I think Rock loved what Becky Lynch is doing. I think it's great to see that, the generations gapping together, and when Becky Lynch did, it doesn't matter what you think, and Rock gave her a fist bump. That's when you made it. So I liked that segment. And the 8-man tag, was it Miz Heavy Machinery and Braun Strowman? And Strowman and Tyson Fury? Is Tyson Fury crazy? So they're giving Tyson Fury an open mic this Monday Night Raw. This ought to be interesting. I heard Tyson Fury's got a reputation of being a hot-headed heavyweight champion in boxing and in MMA. So this will be very interesting. And Braun Strowman, I don't know if Braun Strowman was right to taunt him at first. But we'll see what happens. So I'm very interested to see when that situation go down. As Braun Strowman's team won, they defeated the team of Randy Orton, Rude and Ziggler, and someone else, AJ Styles. So they had the opportunity. And then there was a lumberjack match between Roman Reigns and Eric Rowan. I think Roman Reigns won that matchup. And it was crazy. It was lumberjacks filling up the ring. Roman Reigns did a dive, knocking everybody out, like playing air bowling. And then Luke Harper gets involved. Daniel Bryan gets involved. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens in Hell in a Cell. More on that. Because I do have my PTW predictions coming. And that's why I'm doing this right now. I just want to talk a little bit more on SmackDown. And then Brock Lesnar, like I said, defeated Kofi Kingston to be WWE champion. You heard my feelings on him or on Brock Lesnar already. But Kofi Kingston, I'm really proud of him. And, I've really been a big fan of New Day. I started to like them. They're really hilarious and funny and entertaining. But, Kofi Kingston's a fighting champion, and that's the only difference. Kofi Kingston has been appearing on TV every single day. Kofi Kingston's worked very, very hard. A lot of people say, oh, it's better than pancake throwing champion. Yeah, but the pancake throwing champion was defending his title and actually showing up every single show, not like freaking Brock Lesnar. Lesnar cares about nobody but himself. And if you don't believe me, try asking Brock Lesnar for a freaking autograph. All right, that's all I'm going to say on the matter. That's why, I know, and somebody, I just, it's unbelievable why I was, I'm just very, 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 very shocked. I know, I'm just very, appalled, my personal opinion on that matter. And I just can't stand Lesnar. I just cannot stand Brock Lesnar. All you Brock Lesnar fans, I'm sorry, but that's how I'm feeling. That's that's my opinion. And you know what? You don't like it, that's too bad. So, anyways, after Brock Lesnar beat Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio's music comes out. I was like, the poor dude just got his butt kicked on Monday Night Raw by this brainless vanilla gorilla moron. I don't want to see Rey Mysterio retire. Iron the Sling, but he brought somebody. Now, first off, from a distance, I thought it was his son Dominic. I was like, oh, Dominic's going to get involved. This is going to be interesting. But it wasn't Dominic. It was Cain Velasquez, another MMA fighter who beat Brock Lesnar. Lesnar got scared. I'm like, this is not gonna be good. I've heard that Cain Velasquez was training in AAA in Mexico for fighting and all that, and for wrestling. And I'll tell you what, the WWE signed the guy. Unbelievable. And it's gonna be great. I think the WWE signed him. If they did, I'll tell you what, this shock, is as shock as anybody. Now, speaking of signing people, I don't know if. There was a rumor, there was something going on that John Morrison did sign back with the WWE. He did not know about it or anything like that. So that's up in the air, though. I don't know if he actually did sign with the company or back with the company or not. We'll find out for sure, because we have not seen him on Impact. So Impact for months, ever since losing the title to Brian Cage. So we don't know for sure if John Morrison's actually back with the company. If he is, what capacity? We know the draft is coming up this coming Friday. It will start this Friday and will end the following Monday. So it will be very interesting to see how things go in that department. And but the 24/7 title, even though it wasn't on SmackDown, it did change hands. A musical guest by the name of Marshmello won the title. And he's sort of like one of those DJs or, those dancing DJs, techno music. He's got this block on his head. Looks like Mr. Q from the Chikara days. And he ended up getting pinned. And he accidentally stumbled upon Carmella by accident. And the referee, Scar Armstrong of all people, made a 3 count. And so I'm like, Scar Armstrong's back? Wait a minute. So then as he was trying to flee, Carmella snuck from behind and disguised himself as Marshmello and pinned him to get the title back. So that reign was, so anybody, you figure, a lot of, LA could be a lot of celebrities would be looking after that title. And Rob Stone, I heard he was in the area. I figured he'd be looking for the title. You never know what is going to happen in the WWE. That's crazy. And just to say the least, holy nuts, you're like, I'm just cracking myself up laughing about that. It's just hilarious. See what else happened on SmackDown? And, well, yeah, played a few matches and a few segments. Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon. Kevin Owens won the ladder match. Shane McMahon, best in the world. Bye bye. That means that means Greg Hamilton can finally rest his stinking voice. Poor guy. I mean, imagine you go at the best in the world. Like I said, what does Shane McMahon think he is? Alberto Del Rio? God's sakes, come on. Please, man, come on. Just have someone doing your announcements. I would say, you could say, go bye. And I'm sure Greg Hamilton's like thanking God. He's like, thank God. Thank you, Jesus. I don't have to worry about doing the best and the worst. I don't know how you hold everybody like that. It's crazy. Oh, good Lord. Like I said, I can't stand Lesnar as champion. I hope he loses the title. I heard rumors that at Crown Jewel, those two are going to go at it for the championship. Rumor has it, at Crown Jewel. I'm not so sure about that, you know. There were rumors going at it. It was breaking news. I saw it on Twitter somewhere. I want to see if I can find it. I'm on Twitter right now. And WWE and the WWE Championship bout. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. You know. Let's see. Just, yeah. And just, a lot of people are not very happy how Kofi Kingston lost. I'm with you guys. I'm with you. I love Kofi Kingston. I love Kofi Kingston, man. I just love Kofi Kingston, but not, you know, they, no. You know, I'm really proud though, because that the WWE disrespected Kofi. I'm sorry, man. That, you know, just, it just made me sick. It just made me sick the way he lost the title to Brock Lesnar. But he'll be back. I guarantee you he'll be back, and just, I'm hoping that he does come back to the championship and just wins the title back. And thank you, Kofi, for everything. And just, it's crazy. It is so freaking crazy. SmackDown Live if I had a favorite segment, it would be The Rock. Obviously, The Rock came out, but surprisingly, no Undertaker. You think that Undertaker, being one of the best superstars on SmackDown, be there? But you know, there was no Undertaker, no Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was part of SmackDown for Carl. He was part of the SmackDown Lexington when it first began. You know, and you see Hogan and Flair show up, and they take their seats. Mark Henry was there, Trish and Lita, and everything else, but no Undertaker. So I'm kind of shocked where the Dead Man was. So I don't know if they're saving him for the best. I don't know. Is he going to be at Crown Jewel? I don't know. Undertaker is a mystery in itself, okay? He's a mystery in himself. It's crazy. So that's my opinion on SmackDown. On Fox, you know, and Erin Andrews being a backstage interviewer, and I think the woman just you know, is very, very talented, and just you know. And just, it was, I don't know. It was just something. So, and not a lot of people like, you know, like I said, Brock Lesnar, not very popular, but Cain Velasquez could change, could change things. So it will be something to, it will be something to watch. So I'm looking forward to what SmackDown Live brings from on Fox. So, you know, so I would not worry about Kofi anytime soon. That's my opinion. So Kofi's got his head up. He's trying to, you know, he says, well, it's just another roadblock, and he'll have to get back in the swing of things. So we'll see what happens. He says the mountain climb, so the mountain just got bigger for him. He'll climb that mountain. He'll be back. Kofi will be back as champion. You know, you got a lot of hardworking. You know, I think the fans. You know, I'll tell you what, us wrestling fans, we love the hardworking people, and that's been. I think it was the hard workers who've been spending years and years and years and years and years toiling in the trenches in a company for a long time, and for them to finally achieve that moment. We love that kind of story, the hard-working, blue-collar guy type of story. I mean, you need the attitude era kind of changed what a champion should be all about. And, you know, it shouldn't be the big guy, you know, or the big, strong guy, or the guy who has, you know, I think the guy would have to earn respect. The individual will have to earn respect with his hard work ethic instead of, you know, oh, we're going to market this guy because he's got the good looks and everything else. So I think, and I personally believe, that the blue-collar worker, like somebody like a Kofi Kingston or Stone Cold Steve Austin, these guys work very hard, and we always want them to succeed and have success because, you know, they've helped the communities and everything else. So that's what you got to respect that. So I got to, you know, I'm looking forward to, like I said, you know, a lot of people don't get, you know, well, with Brock Lesnar, he don't care about the people. He only cares about his money. We always, you know, it's like a champion that cares about the people and inspires the people. Brock Lesnar does neither, you know, neither cares nor inspires. And, you know, actually, correct me. I stand corrected. He does inspire people to beat him up and take the title from him. You know, it's ridiculous how he, treats people and everything else. Okay, let's get to it before I, you know, go off on a rant here. So SmackDown on Fox, first episode, premiere episode, I would give it a 7. I rated a 7 at least. Because I think The Rock had made it even, Rock made it good, but, you know. Oh, yeah, that's right. Was it Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura? Match was a no contest because Seth Rollins was attacked by Bray Wyatt. I thought Shinsuke Nakamura was going to get attacked by Bray Wyatt. That's right. I forgot about that matchup. It was a heck of a matchup until Bray Wyatt decided to shut the lights down. So more on that as we go for Hell in a Cell. And then they did a Firefly Funhouse on Fox and everything else. And I'm sure. And so Ramblin' Rabbit getting the tar beaten out of him by Mercy the Buzzard in a little small Hell in a Cell thing. So anyways. So let's get going here before I go off on a rant here. I feel like Dennis Miller all of a sudden. All right, there's 4 matches happening in Hell in a Cell tomorrow. Tomorrow, October the 6th, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. So this is written in red, by the way, because red represents Hell in a Cell. All right, my PTW prediction time is coming. Let's go off the card, even though there are 4 matches on the card. Maybe some of these matches go on a long time. 3 are title matches, obviously. 2 are in Hell in a Cell. The Universal title will be on the line in Hell in a Cell. Seth Rollins defends that title against the Fiend Bray Wyatt. The Raw Women's Championship will also be on the line in the Hell in a Cell matchup as Becky Lynch defends against Sasha Banks. And the SmackDown Women's Championship will be on the line, Bayley versus Charlotte Flair. Bayley defends it. And the tag team matchup, Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Let's try the Universal title, Hell in a Cell matchup. Now, a lot of people saying Bray Wyatt's going to win the title. And they were hoping that they would see Bray Wyatt. Well, if he does, what's that mean? You know, because we want to see him actually wrestle a match on Monday Night Raw, for God's sake, instead of closing out the light, sneaking around, and transforming himself into some kind of fiend and attacking the people with Mandible Claw and then doing his Mr. Rogers shtick. So I'm personally going to go with Rollins on this one. That's my personal pick to win. Seth Rollins will. All right, now this is a tough call to make. Raw Women's Championship on the line. And then Hell in a Cell, that's Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. Now, we know Sasha Banks has experience in Hell in a Cell. But Becky Lynch has that attitude. I think that attitude is going to help her retain the title, I'm thinking. So I'm taking Becky Lynch over Sasha Banks. But then again, Sasha may end up winning the title after being away for 4 months. So we'll see what happens. You know, either way, you know, the match could go either way, but I'm picking Lynch to win that one. Bayley versus Charlotte Flair. I'm going to pick Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair's got more of an attitude and more of a drive than Bayley. I think Bayley will do whatever it takes, and that's probably the reason why Bayley's had her attitude change, because she may have to fight fire with fire. She knows she's going to get targeted. She knows some people will do whatever it takes to beat her for the championship, so Bayley's going to have to fight fire with fire. So, I'm picking. Now, the women's matches could go either way. In my humble opinion, it could go either way. You know, but it'd be accurate to see the 4 horsewomen. Or will that lead to the other 4 horsewomen in MMA? You know, we see Tyson Fury. He's going to, you know, like I said, and Cain Velasquez. So it'll be a matter of time that Ronda Rousey shows right back up and. You know, bring Shayna Baszler, Marina Shafir, and Jessamine Duke with her. Who knows? This could set up for Survivor Series. A lot of things could happen. With SmackDown now is on Fox. Anything is possible. Anything can happen at this rate. All right. speaking of anything that can happen, in this tag team matchup, Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, I smell a setup. Daniel Bryan's denying that he was behind the attacks all along. It's like the Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin. We don't know who ran around Stone Cold Steve Austin. We found out it was Rikishi. But we did not know there was a mastermind behind the whole thing, that he was paid off by somebody, and it was Triple H. So if you think about it, I follow Roman Reigns. I wouldn't trust Daniel Bryan, even if I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole either. I've got a feeling because Daniel Bryan will betray Roman Reigns. That's my prediction. So that means giving Harper and Rowan the victory. So Harper and Rowan are former tag team champions as the Bludgeon Brothers and members of the Wyatt family, and so they have that experience over Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. But I got a feeling it's a setup. It is a setup. And Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns is being set up big time. I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel Bryan, Harper, and Rowan got a click of their own going. I would not be surprised if that happens. It's going to be something. Alrighty, let's recap on Hell in a Cell of my PTW wrestling predictions. It will be Rollins over Wyatt, Lynch over Banks, Flair over Bayley, and Harper and Rowan over Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. Those are my picks to win. All right. There could be other matches on the card too. We have a United States title. We have Intercontinental title. We still have tag team titles yet to be decided. Who knows what's going to happen? I think they're waiting until after the draft is over to sort everything out, and that could be the reason why. Plus, 205 Live was supposed to be on after SmackDown on Fox last night, but somehow they advertised it, but it didn't come on. So they had a replay, though, unfortunately. So they're saying it's canceled, and if that's the case, and it seems like the Cruiserweight title will go over to NXT. But NXT's now, here's the weird part. NXT should be included in the WWE draft. Now it's now it's like made it to the USA Network, in my personal opinion. That's the main thing right there. So that's what I'm thinking. So it is what it is. That's how it is. That's how there is to it. And I was not very happy with the WWE Network advertising that 205 Live is going to come after SmackDown on Fox on the network. Didn't show that. It showed NXT from this past Wednesday. So kind of felt bad, but that's all right though. We're still going to go on, go strong and whatever. So I'm waiting for the draft. So the draft could change everything. That's probably the reason why they did not do a whole bunch of storylines, a whole bunch of things going, because the draft is coming up. So it could be just a possibility that some things are going to happen and some things are not. So we'll leave it at that. Alrighty then, that's all the time we have on the show. God's blessings, life, love, and light to all of you. Catch you on the flip side. Remember, pay attention. You might learn something. Remember, we cannot change our past, but we can change our present situations if we don't like them, whether it be at a job or a house, a home, or a relationship, or whatever, to work hard for a better future. All right. Sometimes we make decisions that doesn't sit well with people that we love, and I've experienced that, and sometimes we make decisions that people will stand behind. Life is never easy. Life is never easy, folks. All right, I'll see you guys later on this episode 373 of EML77 TV PTW predictions of Hell in a Cell 2019. All right, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. God bless.